Hello mga ka-DA, today we're going to use the RTV red high temp gasket of Mighty because we are experiencing a leak from the thermostat housing. First, let's move the chairs to have access to our thermostat housing. We're going to use a number 10 ratchet to be able to access the center cup holder and to move it and to set it aside. Okay, there's a better view of the center cup holder. We're going to remove it. Here you can see that there is a leak. There's a residue of the coolant around the thermostat housing. There. Okay mga ka-DA, now we're going to remove the thermostat housing. Using a 12mm socket, you can open the two bolts and unscrew them from the thermostat housing. Slowly open the housing and the coolant will overflow. I'm going to remove the thermostat and also clean around the housing of the thermostat. Here I've used a syringe to extract some of the coolant that is in the thermostat housing so that we can work and put the silicone gasket around the housing. just bear in mind that the coolant will rise because it will flow from the radiator. So you have to time it. You have to be fast. And now, after thorough cleaning of the thermostat housing above and below, I will put the gasket now. And make sure that you will connect the gasket and fill the gaps all around the housing. I think it has a setting time of 5 minutes, and then after that we will let it set overnight to harden to ensure that the leaks will be gone. And now, after we have put the bolts together, I have used a torque wrench with a 10 kilogram torque. I think that was 10 kilogram torque. Just refer for the torque specs of the DA64v thermostat bolts. If you know it, mga ka-DA, please comment down below. Thank you. So here's a closer look of our DIY application of the gasket, the high temp gasket. Hopefully it will cure, and in the next day you will see that it didn't leak. It's dry. Okay, thank you, Lord. Then check for any leaks below if there are droplets, and thank God there is none. Yes, well done, thank you, Lord. And now we're going to check the reservoir and fill it again with coolant. Also check the radiator, because the level of the coolant there will go down because you opened the thermostat housing. And I'm filling it again with EcoCool green coolant. Now, after refilling the coolant reservoir and the radiator again, we're going to bleed air out of the system using a 10mm socket. Access and unscrew the bleeder bolt. Here you will see that air bubbles will come out. That's a sign of the air escaping from the system, so that's good. Check again the level of your reservoir, or radiator I mean, and then refill it with coolant every now and then. And for a faster bleeding of the air, just open the bleeder bolt. Yes, and that's it. As you can see that the coolant is already flowing and no more air in the system. Put the bolt back on. Shout out to Sir Harry Bradfit for this tip. And also kay Sir Eric sa PJE Car Sale. God bless and more power to you. And now we're done. So thank you for watching and God bless mga ka-DA and more power.